All right, so question number 22. We want to graph a piecewise function that is its components are two linear equations, right? So we have the first one, and we see this one linear equation, and the other one, the one below it, right? Now, I think the best way to do it, which is the fastest and the simplest way, is to use, in order to graph a line, you need 2 points. All right, so that's why I have the table here. So I'm gonna have I have to select some values of the x's and figure out what are the corresponding values of the y's, right? So now, for the piecewise function, always for each of the function you have to contain this number, whatever you see in here. So that you must be one of the points. So it means x equals to -1. It should be your first priority. So I'm going to put -1 here, and that should be in both functions, right? So you're going to see later on we're going to choose -1 again for the second function. So we plug it in, it would be -3 times -1, -1. So -3 times -1 is going to be 3, 3 minus 1, it is 2. So for -1 corresponding to. Then we're going to select another number, all right, in this part here. So another number that verify this inequality, all right, so the inequality must be true. So another number, we don't go really far away, so we choose -1. So we need another number on the left side, which is going to be -2. It's fine. -2 is smaller than -1. So plug it in, -3 times -2, -1. -3 times -2 is going to be 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. So if I choose here -2, this is going to give me 5. So now, I got already 2 points. So I can graph -3x -1 right now, right? So let's start with the point. So the first one, -1, which is -1 and 2. This is the point. The second one, -2 and 5. -2 and 5. And this is the second point. So now, there is something really important. Do you see the inequality in here? For -1, there is no equal sign, which means that the -2 will be open circle. All right. So that's how I know it's an open or closed circle. And then I'm going to use the ruler. My line is going to go all the way and stop at that point. All right. So I can go all the way here from this side, but I need to stop in these boundaries. Okay. So that's the first piece of the function. Now, I can go ahead with the second function. So I'm going to start doing this one right now. So I'm going to different color. All right. And what I'm going to do again, I'm going to choose -1, right? So I'm going to choose -1 again and plug it into the function. So what will be -1 plus 1, and that's going to give me 1 plus 1, which is 2. So it happened to be the same point. And then I'm going to choose another point on the right side right now. X must be greater than -1. So another point, just take the next point, right? So it don't make it really difficult. So I can choose 0, for example. 0 is greater than or equal to -1. So if I plug it in, -0 plus 1, that's going to give me 1. So here 1 and here 0. So now my job is to graph this 2 points again. I'm going to choose a different color, so you're going to be in orange. So -1, 2 will be here. -1, 2, it would be this point here. All right. And 0, 1, it would be 0, 1 would be this point here. Then I'm going to take my ruler, connect the 2 points, and then trace it. Okay. Now, the point that I want to mention, do you see the same point that in here the x's was -1, the x is -1. By the way, it doesn't have to be the same y's, right? Sometimes it's not going to be connected, it could be disconnected. Now if you notice for -1, the blue one here, there is an equal sign. All right, for -1, it means this will be shaded point, so it's shaded on the orange part, not on the blue graph. All right, so that will be shaded there, but one is not shaded, the other one shaded. is fine. It's still a function. They cannot be both of them shaded, but one of them has to be shaded and the other one has to be not shaded. Okay, so this is basically the graph that you're looking for, and you're done just by plugging numbers and figuring out what the corresponding number, right? So make sure the number that you're going to select for each one of them. For example, I couldn't choose here 0, this one. I couldn't have chosen it here for this function minus 3x minus 1. Why? Because 0 less than minus 1 would be false. So I cannot plug it here. I have to plug it in here. Okay, so that's basically what you are supposed to do. All right, plug in numbers, find two numbers, 2 points, and these 2 points define a line. And always the boundary, always this will be the boundary, right? So you stop here. Either you start here or either you stop here. Okay, I hope this will help.